Hello everyone, welcome here to Musicians Edition for Guitar Lessons. I'm Evan, I'm always on the guitar here. And in this video we're going to be going into some songs you can play just to practice moving around on some of these lower strings on the guitar. So if you did watch my recent videos, we've been going into the common note names on each of the strings here, starting from high E and working our way down to low E, and I did just finish that series in my most recent one. So we're going to practice moving between some of these strings, playing some melodies here. So if that sounds like something that'll be good for you, stay tuned here and we'll do a couple songs today. So in my most recent one, we did do low E, and on there we have E, F on the first fret, and G on the third fret. And those are the notes that we're going to be playing today in this one. So you can see the picture with all the note names on this string though here, but we're going to be doing E, F, and G. So open, first fret, and third fret. You can see the picture of all the note names here across all the strings, and the ones we are going to be playing, because we're going to be bouncing around between some strings here, not just playing these three notes over and over. We're going to be playing the D string as well. So two higher than E. We're going to be playing D and E on the second fret of that string. In between those, going back down to the A string, we've got A if we play openly. We got B on the second fret, and we got C on the third fret. So all together from low to high, we're going to be playing with E, F, G, and now up a string to A, second fret for B, third for C. Up one more string, we're also going to be playing that D and second fret for E. So this will get us good practice moving between three strings at a time and being able to move around and play melodies here. Obviously great if we're going to be playing riffs down the line. And these are all really important notes to know because these are really common root notes for some very common chords to play. So with E here, it's very common to be playing an E major chord or an E minor chord. With F, we might be playing an F major. We might be playing an F minor as well too. With G, a very common chord is G major to play. So it's good to know G. Moving up A, well, A major and A minor are very common chords right here. And C major, also a very common chord. And we can go up one more, that D up here, playing D major or D minor. Another very common chord to be playing there too. So these are all very important notes that we can know. We want to be able to practice knowing where they are for these melodies here. It'll make us even better to remember where they are going to be for chords when we do get to there. So we will be doing two songs. I'll have tabs up there for those who don't care to pay attention to the sheet or even the note names. You can just practice positioning of your fingers and moving between the strings. So tabs will be here, as well as the sheet right below it. So if you have been keeping up with the sheet music and are interested in learning that, you can see here's a picture with the ones we're going to be playing. So starting from the bottom, we're going to be playing with E, F, G. Then we go up to A, B, C, D, and E. So these are the lowest ones that we can be playing here because we're on the low end of the guitar here. So that's the ones we're going to be seeing here. So here's our first one. This one is called a Do-Wop. We're going to be playing in 3/4 time. With time signatures and 3/4 is new to you, all we're really going to be doing is, as I count along and play this, I'm going to be counting in threes. So the song's going to be progressing in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's how we're going to be playing along here. Most songs are 4/4, especially in rock music, so you're probably used to playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which we'll be doing in our second song, but in this first one, let's practice with a different time signature. Again, the biggest focus is just moving between these strings. This first one is a pretty easier one. We're only going to be doing the E and A strings in this first one, and then in the next one, we'll be adding on the D string as well. So here it is so you can hear what it's going to sound like. There it is. So that is our little doo-wop here. You can play at whatever speed you're comfortable with. I'm obviously going to be starting it off nice and slow. The goal is to keep increasing and increasing your speeds. You can practice moving quickly across these strings and the frets. So let's break this one down. There's two lines to it. So the first line we'll take by itself, then the second line, and we'll combine them after that. So here's what that first line is. So we're starting off on the third fret of the A string. You can see on the tab, if you're looking at the sheet, that is going to be a C we're going to be playing. So we have C. And And again, we're counting in 3, so this is gonna hold for a full 3 count. If you wanna know what kind of note that is rhythmically, that is a dotted half note. A dotted half note takes up 3 beats, which is gonna take up the full 3-beat measure here. So this is gonna play the 1, 2, 3. And then next I'm gonna be playing on the 1 again, which is gonna be C again, staying on that same exact note. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And now I move down 1 fret to B. And that's gonna set us up to go down even further to play A openly there. So that's all together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's C, C, B, and A. 3, 3, 2, and 0, all on that A string. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And next up, we're playing the same note again. We're gonna stick on A. So play it one more. It's gonna hold for 2 beats because it's a regular half note, and it's gonna have the open note going down 1 string, which is E, right there. So we're gonna be playing 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna lead us into playing on what our next note will be on the next line here. But before we get into that, let's make sure we got this down before we get ahead of ourselves. So I'll count us in with a 3 count here, nice and slow, and see if you can keep up with what we just did. Reminder, we're gonna be playing C, C, B, A, then E. So 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, open, then down a string played openly. All right, I'll count us in with a 3 count, then we'll go ahead and play. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's just bringing us on to our next note. But go ahead and make sure you practice that if you need to anymore so you can get that timing down. I'm counting out in 3s because, again, this is in 3/4. So that's how we want to keep it together rhythmically. And let's go ahead and go on to the next line for those that are ready to. On this next line, so we had leaving us off on a little A and then E going into what is going to be F. 1st fret of that low E, we're playing F right there. Best to play these 1st frets with your index finger here. So we're gonna be playing F for a full 3 count because we have another dotted half note there, taking up the full measure. So that's 1, 2, 3. Next one, we're playing 2 more Fs in a row. 1, 2, 3, because we have a half note, then a quarter note. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go up to the 3rd fret, which is G. For me, that's a movement of index to ring. You might also do your pinky if you have a smaller hand, whatever's comfortable for you. Make sure you got that movement down. Right there, F, G. So starting from the top of this line here, we had F, 2, 3, F, 2, F, G, 2, 3. We got one more part here. We got 4 more notes to do. On this last, we're gonna be playing quarter notes in a row, so they're all just gonna be playing on each of these beats of the 1, 2, 3. Starting with G on the 1. You can see we're gonna go up a string and play it openly. That's the A note. 2nd fret of that A string, which is B. 3rd fret of that string, which is C. And so here I'm just playing ring finger on G. Obviously open for A. I got my middle finger ready to play on 2, which is B of that A string. Ring finger ready to play on C. Okay, so all in a row. Just pretty much counting our way up, just 1 note at a time. G, A, B, C. All right, so let's do this whole bottom line together now. I'll count us in again. So just a reminder, we had F 3 times, G, and then we play this G, A, B, C. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. So that is it for our second line. Go ahead and practice this to make sure you got those notes down. Let's go ahead and combine these 2 together. It's not too lengthy, so hopefully we can do it. So first line, we were playing more on the A string and just playing 1 note on that E to work our way down. Then we played more on that E string in the second line. So we're gonna be starting off on C. I got it ready with my ring finger here because I'm gonna have to use my middle finger to play B afterwards. Then I'm lifting up to play A. Then I'm going to be playing that E. I have my index ready to play F. Then I'm going to be going to G. And then we finish with that G, A, B, C. And I finish right back on C, right where I started the song. So I'll count it in nice and slow. I'll count it throughout this time to make sure you can stick with me here. Let's go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. And that's it. A little slow practice, just moving between these two strings. Let's go ahead and just play it one more time quicker here and see if you can keep up. And the goal is even to be going quicker than what I'm going to do here as you practice this more so you can get comfortable moving between these strings. But let's go ahead and do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Done! That is our little doo-wop playing in 3/4. Just practice with this E and A string. So do remember those notes. We had C, B, A. We also did G, F, E. So 6 notes there for us. We're gonna do one more song here. That's gonna be adding even more. We're gonna play some on the D string to practice moving between these 3 strings now. So now that we have done the notes on this low E string, we can play around with doing more stuff rhythmically, which is what bass lines do. They help keep the rhythm of the song. So we can go ahead and play kind of a mock bass line with our guitar here as well too. We're gonna be primarily playing on the low E, the A string, and a little bit on the D string here. So this is gonna be back into 4/4, which most conventional rock songs are in, so that's good for us here. So let's go ahead and get into this one. And that is what we're going to be playing here. So it sounds like a nice bass line there, just played on your guitar. That's pretty much the idea. We're moving between that E, A, and D strings. So for this song, we are going to be playing everything that we went over earlier. So I did play E. The only note we're skipping that we went over earlier, I believe, is F. We're not going to be playing that one. We're going to be playing G though. So on that low E string, we're going to be playing E openly, G on that 3rd fret. We're going to be playing A openly. We're going to be playing B and C, so that's 2nd and 3rd fret right there. We're also going to be playing D. We're going to make it up to that D string now to play D. And we're also going to be playing the 2nd fret of that D string, which is high E. Well, not high E way up here, but a higher E than the one we played before, right there in the middle of our guitar. So one more time, we're going to be playing E, G, A, B, C, D, E. The only one we're skipping in the middle is F, but we did get practice playing that in the last one. So 3 lines of this one to go through. This is predominantly quarter notes as we're playing the rhythm here. So we're going to be playing 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty frequently, just moving between these notes. So here's the first one so you can see it. We're going to be starting off on the low E, just playing that twice. Then we're going to be going to G, which is that 3rd fret. So bum, 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 right there. So E, E, G, E. Then we're going to get ready to move up to the A string. So it's great if you're playing with a pick or if you're playing with your fingers. It's good to practice doing both so you can have both in your arsenal. But it seems harder to move between those strings with the pick, so make sure you do practice with that because that's what we're going to be doing a lot of. So one more time, that's E, E, G, E, up a string to A, back down to G, E, and this is our only half note we're going to be singing. This is going to be held for 2 beats, so a little bit longer. So altogether, this part right here we have. And see, so that last E right there, that half note gets held a little bit longer. We're going to come in just after with some more E's. So all together on this first line, we can go ahead and play it. E, E, G, E, A, G, E, 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 G, E. Not too bad. Only a few notes here. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. I'll demonstrate that again. And there's our first line. Let's go ahead and play it with a count in here so you can play along with me. I'll play it a little bit slower than I just played there. So a 4 count to lead us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It sounds better if you do play it a little bit quicker, so make sure you do practice so you can play it quicker, a little bit more like this. And we'll move on. This next one, we're starting off more on the A string. We're gonna be playing kind of that same little pattern starting off with open, open, 3, open. In this case, we're playing A, C, A. So same pattern as we did before with E, E, G, E, just now A, C, A. And then we jump up to the higher string, which is D. Okay, so we're gonna be playing A, C, A, D. Working our way back down now, back to C, A. Going all the way down now to the E string to play G. Right there. And then we're eventually gonna be playing E, E, G, E here, but let's get this down first before we go too far. From the beginning, we have A, C, A, which is open, open, 3, open. Up a string to play open D, back to C, A, G. So one more time here, that is. Finishing off on that G, which is gonna lead us into our bread and butter there, which is that O, O, 3, O. Now back on this low E one more time there. So I'll count us in here nice and slow so we can play this out all together. So let's go ahead and do that. Starting off on A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, want to get the hang of that a little bit faster, a bit more like this. All right, and that's our second line. Make sure you do have these ones down as we progress here because we're going to connect them at the end. I'll go ahead to the third one here. And on this third one, we're keeping it a little bit higher here. So we're going to be starting off on B. Our first time playing B so far, so that's the 2nd fret of the A string. And so I'm going to be playing this with my middle finger here. It's usually what I'm playing on the 2nd frets here, whereas on the 3rd fret I jump to ring finger, 1st fret usually that index, so I can move between those. So we got middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, which gets us B. We're going to be playing it 2 times. Then we're going to jump up to D, the higher string, back down to this 2, which is B again. So B, B, D, B. Then we're gonna let go, play it openly to play a O, O, 2, O on this A string, which is A, B, A. So far, B, B, D, B, A, B, A. Right there. All right, one more time, here that is. Now we're gonna go way down from this, down to low E. Play that openly on that low string, and we're gonna make a huge jump up from low E up to this kind of middle E once again here, not up to the way high E on that high string, but the middle E right here, so 2nd fret of that D string. It's our first time playing E here. So 2, O, 2 to finish us off, playing E, D, E. So this last measure was low E, and our first jump above 2 strings instead of just going from E to A or A to D. So make sure you move that pick or your fingers accordingly. We're playing low E up to that higher E, D, E. All right, so this whole line together here we played B, B, D, B, A, B, A, low E, then middle E, D, E. Right there. Everything is a quarter note in here, so everything has even spacing just like in the last line. So let's go ahead and play that out. Connected here following that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That hardest part is just this end here, so make sure you're practicing that, going from that low E to this higher E. right there. And I'll go ahead and play this last line just a bit quicker so you can hear what you want to build up towards a bit more. All right, we've done all 3 lines. Let's just connect them. Let's take some reminders on what we did play earlier. In the first line, we were starting off with E, E, G, E. Okay, and then that next line, we started off with that A, C, A. And this last line, we started off with that 2nd fret, B, B, D, B, and so on from there. So let's go ahead and play this nice and slow from the beginning. I'll count us in with that 4 count. Let's see if we can connect everything together here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. We're done. There it is. That was everything connected together. Let's go one more time through a little bit quicker here, and then we'll wrap it up for today. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Done. There it is. So you can go ahead and, of course, try to play that a little bit quicker. That's your end goal, to get it more in line with some of the rock songs you do here with bass lines. So that is good practice playing with these E, A, and D strings there today. So again, our notes that we played was E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. So this lower part of the guitar. So I hope that is good practice for you in remembering those note names as well as moving between some of those strings. Stay tuned to future lessons as we will do more practice moving between different strings. We'll be going higher up on the guitar. We'll be playing some more chords, playing with some of these root notes we just played with today. So have fun playing, and we'll see you next time.